Hello everyone. This is an Aimsun video and not a very long one. It is about pedestrian crossings, unsignalized pedestrian crossings or mid-block crossings or just zebra crossings in other words. I opened Aimsun, I clicked new in file menu. I'm going to give a project name like ped crossing and I only select micro because I only want to do a micro model and just click OK. So where to start? First, just create a link or a section as they call it here. Then I create another one nearby. Or no, let's just create one long one. In Aimsun, pedestrian crossings needs to be at the start or at the end of the section. So if you want to have a crossing here, you need to split the link. So that's what I'm going to do. So to split it, I'm going to just make it a bit longer. Make sure it is selected when you click slice. And you just basically, by dragging your mouse, just select a line, and where it crosses that red line, it will be split there. It automatically creates a tiny little node. So if I zoom in and move this little back, you can see there is a node here. Now go to here, select create pedestrian crossing and just click somewhere in this link and it will put it to the end that it is closer. So if I click here, it will put to the start. If I click here, it will put to the end. So this is where my crossing is going to be. When you model pedestrians, you need to have a pedestrian area covering the whole area. So let's just create a relatively big one. It doesn't matter the shape, so just be generous and just create a bigger one. Just need to make sure of some things. Make sure that you only have one crossing across the road. So you don't have another crossing already within this, so make sure that it is not like super big. So one crossing, and make sure that this node is not at the edge of that area, so don't have something like this. It's not going to work. Aimsun is quite bugging with this one, or there is something I don't know. But the point, if you do that, then pedestrians will just see this link and they see this area as an empty area and they will basically just go through this node and they will don't interact with vehicles. So make sure that that node is not crossing here. Then what you need to do, you need to create pedestrian entrances and exits. Create one there. Create one on this side. And create two exits. Sorry. I was clicking it all over the place. Okay. And then another one. There. Okay. When you do this, Aimsun will automatically create a centroid configuration because these are basically centroids just for pedestrians only. Green marks the entrance, exit mark, or red marks the exits. So if I go to project, you can see that inside pedestrians, there is already a pedestrian-centered configuration. So you can click that. There is not a lot to do. But if you right-click new, you can select a new matrix. And if you double-click that matrix, you select pedestrian type. And you go to cells and you can put the flow in. So when I just select, you can see that Aimsun shows which one is selected. So orange shows the arrival zone or centroid, and red shows the departure, the origin. So I want to have maybe 50 or 100 pedestrian going that way. So from here to there. And I want 100 going backwards. So south, north, each way basically. You okayed? Let's create vehicle demand as well. Click centroid and place a centroid, or in Visim you would call these zones. You place one on each side, double click it and click new and just click the link. Generates to, just double check that generates to and it's connect to that part, that side of the link or section. And here you do the same. You click there and it attracts from. The reason I say to double check it, because if you put it here and you click new and you click here, it might put it to the other side and it will not be correct. Okay. For cars, we also need to add traffic. So in demand data, you see automatically as configuration is created, right click new OD matrix. For the matrix vehicle type, you select car. By default, you already have these vehicle types and pedestrian types set up. And you have the same here. There is only one cell and one OD pair because it's just a one-way street. And I just put 400. So when you select a pedestrian crossing, you see there are these waiting areas. These are waiting areas. You can move these and you can change the shape. Since now there is no signal, it doesn't really matter too much where they wait. And also when you double click on it, you can set the pedestrians to yield vehicles to vehicles. And you can also just untick these and there will be no waiting area. In our example, it doesn't matter, so you can just leave them. And also you can consider this pedestrian crossing as a yellow box, so vehicle will not stop on it if there is a congestion or something. Just one more point, important, these centroids needs to be inside of this pedestrian area. If you put these outside like that, it wouldn't work. You will get errors and you can't even place. So if you try to create one here, it won't. Yeah, so you need to have that set up. Now, let's tidy up that a little bit, and you right click project, click new, click scenario, and click dynamic scenario, which is going to create a simple micro simulation scenario here. Then you right click, click a new experiment, you just select the OK, and you right click new, and you need to create a replication. In Visim, you don't need to do this, you just run it, and it's basically the number of runs is the number of replication. But in Aimsun, you need to create as many replications, as many different seeded runs you want. So I just create replication and I untick average because I only create one simulation run. I don't want to run like 3 and then average them. But if you want that, you just make sure that it is ticked, because if you do that, it will calculate. Let me show you. If you do 2, it has an average. And once you run these 2 replications, basically your 2 simulation runs, you can calculate this and that will be your average simulation. And you can have different random seeds set up for each replication. So that's the idea behind it, but I'm going to remove these. So now you could run it, but as you see, you need to set the traffic demand up. So that's what we are going to do. So go demand data and right click there on demand data and try to find traffic demand. And here you set up all your demand, vehicle and pedestrian as well. There is an add item and just select both. And you can see that both are 1 hour matrices running from 12 to 1. You can change these settings if you want to apply different time periods. So when you double click it, here in the settings you can change the start time and the duration. But for now it's a 1 hour metric, so everything is all good. And you need to make sure that when we go back here, you select that traffic demand for this dynamic model. So basically you can have different demands. So let's say you have an AM model, PM model. Here you can set up the AM demand for the AM model, the AM transit plan, so like a public transport. You can have the traffic signal set up for the AM. You can have the survey data put in the real data set for that scenario. But we don't have any of those now. You just select that demand and you right click on replication and you can just run a simulation auto run. You can do the other one as well, but then you need to start it yourself. So let me do it this way now. You can see cars are going, and but you can see that pedestrians disappear, but they are taken into account. So just wait until it goes and the car comes. Okay, so let me just increase a little bit that demand so we can see some action. So let's put 800 here. And we can maybe change this lane width to 1 lane. So I select it, I hold down Control and push 1 and do the same on this lane, Control 1. So now we will have a lot of traffic going on. And you can just click that play, that will play the active simulation. So you see that cars take into account. And just to show you what the other one does, so if you do that, it starts this, but you need to play it to actually start the run. It initiates it, but it doesn't start it. So how to fix that, the issue that you can't see pedestrians? So if you go to layers and you go here to pedestrian layer, you can see that there is this extra tick, walkable areas. It's an automatically calculated area or display. It just shows where can pedestrian walk in the network. It just helps you to visualize where they walk. But of course, in our case, they wouldn't walk here because their only origin destination route is basically just here. But if you have other roads, there is another intersection here and the crossing, they can walk like here or from there across there. But it doesn't matter. So what to do is when you go to network, you can see, and you double click that you can see there is a level. And also pedestrian layer, there is a level. So the vehicle network is higher than the pedestrians. So if you just put it to the same level, then it should fix it. Yeah, so now you can see the pedestrian. So it's a very simple fix, it's only visual. So here in the layers, you ticking it on and off, it's only visual. I hope you found this video helpful. If you'd like to see more or you have any comment, please leave it in the comment section. It would also help the YouTube algorithm if you comment and you like and you subscribe. And if you want to support me more, you can just head to my Patreon page or to my YouTube page and sign up as a member, where you can just send me some dollars for a coffee or something. Thanks a lot for watching and see you in the next one.